Admittedly, I was taken aback on hearing that there is one presidential aspirant running as an independent candidate and who resides in Githurai. He has not featured on the presidential popularity opinion polls, but is sure that he can give his other worthy competitors a run for their money. On calling him, he assures me that he can grant us few minutes of his busy campaigning schedule, but with the condition that we meet him at his favorite joint in Githurai, where he meets his would-be advisors or home turf supporters, whom he engaged with to bring them up to the speed on his campaigning progress and the strategies in the offing. On our first encounter, he challenges me to join him for a pool table game. To satisfy my curiosity and to affirm if he has some sense of competition in him, I agreed to take up the challenge. Mind you, it has been long since I played this game, therefore Ole Ndulele enjoys an easy triumph over me. After this, and of course after a few minutes of chatting with him, I now have a crave to know more about this man. He takes me to his home that he has rather tagged as a State House. Mr. Prezo, as he is commonly known, believes that his humble background places him the right person to assume the house on the hills. And now, Kibaki's succession has sizzled admittedly, and the country has witnessed a number of candidates who are eyeing to succeed the president. It is for this reason that GBS Panorama has taken to put to task these presidential aspirants to ask them what they have in mind for the country. And tonight we are being joined with one of these aspirants. And welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And first things first, before maybe we move on, are you a registered voter?
I'm a registered voter. I registered a few days ago.
Yes.
But I would like to emphasize on one thing. I'm not just a presidential candidate. I am an independent presidential aspirant.
Thank you for that correction.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
No, sir, maybe I hope I'm not offending you by this. Many people will argue that we've not been seeing you in the limelight, like we've never seen you feature anywhere.
True,
who are you,
true,
maybe?
True. I've got, my names are Philip Ole Ndulele, also known as Vincent Wangombe. I've been ignored by most of the media.
Why two names first?
Because I'm half Maasai, half Kikuyu, and I would not like to be classified as a Kikuyu or as a Maasai. The bottom line is I'm a Kenyan.
Okay.
And I love my country.
All right.
Yes.
And now, like, talk about you not being featured in any opinion polls and Kenyans not knowing you.
True, they don't care about us. I'm an independent candidate, and I haven't seen any independent candidate featured by the media. This is the first one. And I've been interviewed 2 times by one of the media. Others have promised me that they will interview me, but they've never done so. They've ignored me completely.
Yeah.
Just maybe because I don't form part of the status quo,
Yeah.
which they want.
And now that you've heeded to your call and come to get to know what you have in mind for the Kenyan people, what are you offering for the Kenyans?
Oh my God, we are so much left behind. We are 48 years old in independence. The only thing I can say is a good road. There's so much, I don't know how to enumerate it. I don't know. This constitution should not be given to those spent leaders.
Yeah.
No, they are kaput.
Yeah, and now,
Yes.
Mr. Wangombe, what
Yes,
is the
sir.
drive force behind you wanting to
Right.
fit in this big shoe?
Very good question. On 2nd July 2009, I watched an interview about the maize saga. That drove me crazy. I said, they think we are all fools? I can't even tell you where the maize went to. Because they didn't even say it. All I know is that somebody got 8 million shillings out of the saga.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm not going to be part of the people they think are foolish.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the next president who love his people, love the country, and I'm not hungry for money or land. And when I become the president, I don't want the salary. Okay. No. I want it to go to the genuine IDP. Look,
maybe
if you're
be clear on that. Like once you are elected as a president,
yes,
you not be in need of the salary
until the IDPs, genuine IDPs, get settled. Then after that, we can renegotiate at a lower level my salary and the salary of my cabinet secretaries.
Okay, we know it's a very hotly contested presidential election that we are coming to by 2013 March of 4th.
Fourth, yes.
And I'm wondering, are you sure you're gonna get this?
You see, if God says it's me, nobody will change it. And I still feel that I'm going to be the next president of this country.
Yeah, and people will be wondering, like, have you been in any leadership position before, now that you want the big seat?
I tried to be an MP in 1997.
Where?
In Kasarani, but things were very difficult during that regime.
What makes you think that things will not be difficult in this presidential race?
As I say, God has done a lot for me right now. Number one, you don't have to be an MP to run for the presidency. Number two, there's a new constitution. And it's much better. I mean, things have been done for me.
Why have you opted for the presidency and not maybe a member of parliament or maybe
Let me tell you,
a county representative?
If you made me any of those stuff, I can never make it. But I have a clear vision for the presidency, and I can face any world leader, including Obama. Yes, and we'll discuss as equals.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Maybe could you write off this thought, like, you know, many people when you present yourself, they would think like you are a joker, someone who is just out there to seek a mileage.
I always ask them, at my age, I'm not a joker, and I carry this badge to show my seriousness for certain reasons. Yes, somebody failed me. He refused to call me for an interview. In fact, I said, you can kill the body, but not the spirit. So this is my spirit.
Yes.
Yes.
And now, sir, we've seen a lot of activities shaping up in the the Kibaki succession. And we've also seen people launching their manifestos. Like, what is it that you are going to offer the Kenyans that is so different from what your worthy competitors have already offered?
Security, so that investors, Kenyans or international investors, will have confidence that tomorrow will be what kind of a day?
It is like almost factual that for anybody to be a president come the 2013 elections, you will need maybe to merge with somebody else to maybe get the clout. Are you sure you're going it alone, and you are sure you're going to get the maximum votes to maybe award you the presidency?
Now, when the Kenyans realize that an independent candidate has no argument with anybody or hatred with anyone, and they elect me, let me assure you, there will be no runoff. They'll keep away, and we'll save a situation.
So, Mr. Wangombe, you're
Yes,
simply
sir.
telling us you're going for it alone, and you are gunning the 51+1%, and there is no runoff.
The buck stops with me and you Kenyans when you elect me, but there will be no war.
Okay.
But these amalgamations are not for Kenyans. No, they are for selfish reasons, protecting their property. Who says I can't protect their property? I will protect their property. Yes.
What else sells you as a presidential candidate apart from what you have already mentioned?
I think I love the country first and the people, and then I'm honest. Yes.
And Mr. Wangombe,
Yes,
you once vied for a parliamentary seat in
Yes,
Kasarani, as you've earlier intimated,
Yes, sir.
and you failed. And I was wondering, have you ever led anywhere else apart from maybe a political elective position?
I don't want you to say that I failed. I didn't fail. It's the funds. You needed a lot of money to run for any seat then.
Yes.
Because of these parties. I think I'll make it still.
I think you'll need the funds more than before, because you know, for a presidential campaign, it entails a lot of you need a lot of funds for the public rallies and luring Kenyans to maybe get to know what you're talking about. Do you have the funds at the moment?
True, but you interviewing me is already a step forward, a leap, big one.
But I believe you were prepared before I came.
God too is there to help me, and you Kenyans too can chip in. Yes, let's not get bought every time.
Do you have a running mate in mind already?
Yes, I would have liked Balala, but I would like somebody from the coast, and particularly a lady. Can I mention their names or?
It's okay, because we want to know your preparations.
There is CD. I would like them to be my running mates, if they agree, that is. Yes.
People would think like you're coming in as a joker, someone who is not maybe even prepared. Maybe how can you clear the wave about that?
How prepared can one be other than by announcing himself, by getting in touch with people like you? How else can you do that? Yeah.
And do you believe in a peaceful election come the March 4th anticipated elections?
If people do not wake up, the Kenyans, and realize that they cannot hand in our new constitution to these spent leaders because they're used up, they have nothing new to give to us. When they realize that and they elect one person, and that's me, then there will be chaos because of these amalgamations. I don't think they'll go very well. And this thing called Sinovet, I don't know. It's not very healthy for our country. No.
Yeah, and maybe just to close up, what would you advise the voters that are watching you right now, maybe Kenyans as a whole?
Take those, register yourself in millions and millions and vote. Come out and vote. Yes, and vote an independent candidate, because that way there will be no war.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Sir. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
really appreciate, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, as you've heard it from Philip Ole Ndulele, aka Vincent Wangombe, is going for that seat and is really determined, and he exudes confidence that he's going to win the presidency come the March 4th general elections. But one thing that he has made mention that is very critical is that we need a peaceful and fair elections come that much anticipated elections. My name is George Okachi. See you again next time.